You count us like numbers, but you forget in our chest burns the red that thunders. We stand through the rain, through pain and fire. One word in the air, Indonesia. We say our dreams are far too high, but we live for things that never.
Realism hurts dreams, the voice of supporters for Alex Pastoor and Indonesian national team. Alex Pastoor's recent statement about the Indonesian national team felt like a knife stabbing into the hearts of Garuda supporters. How could it not? At a time when an entire nation is striving to keep the flame of its World Cup 2026 dream alive, he called the target illogical because Indonesia is ranked only 119th in the FIFA standings. For us, the supporters, those words are not just an opinion. They sound like a denial of the very spirit we've nurtured with blood and tears. We don't need logic. We have faith. We've long known this journey wouldn't be easy. We've witnessed how this team crawled from the bottom, fought through every stage, proving that rankings are just numbers, not destiny. At the beginning of this journey, many said, FIFA rankings are just numbers. Achievements come from willpower, hard work, and dedication. And they were right. It's through that hard work that Indonesia can now stand shoulder to shoulder with Asia's giants. Look at Saudi Arabia, South Korea. Yes, they are regulars at the World Cup, but in several matches, we've matched them. even outplayed them in tactics, tempo, and courage. That wasn't born from logical statistics. It was born from spirit and love for the red and white. When tactics lose their soul. We are not blind. Since this current coaching staff took charge, something feels off. The game no longer feels alive. Players seem awkward, disconnected. The chemistry that once fueled our fearless attacks is gone. An overly defensive formation has stripped the team of its identity, like a Garuda forced to fly with broken wings. We can accept defeat, but it's hard to accept losing spirit and character. And when poor results come, our expectations are simple: accountability, a gesture of regret, an apology, or even just a moment of respect for a nation that placed its faith and pride in their hands. But what happened instead was silence. No press conference, no apology. They simply returned to the Netherlands. No farewell, no acknowledgement. To us, this isn't just about professionalism. It's about ethics and respect for Indonesia. We are not angry because we lost. We're hurt because we were forgotten. We, the supporters, do not demand eternal victories. We know football is a brutal game, full of uncertainty. We can accept failure, as long as there's accountability and respect for the struggle we've endured. We buy tickets, shout in the stands, and cry in front of our screens, not for numbers on a scoreboard, but to see the Garuda spirit stay alive. Because behind every chant of Indonesia lies a love that never fades, even when the team falls. From pain, we will rise. Perhaps now is the time for us to reclaim the narrative. We will not let our dreams be crushed by ranking logic or narrow visions of impossibility. We believe that through hard work, discipline, and undying spirit, Indonesia can break through the limits that others deem unreachable. We don't need promises. We just need people who believe that the Garuda can soar high even through stormy skies. A message to those who come and go. To anyone who holds the reins of this team in the future, remember that you are not just coaching 11 players on a field. You carry the pride of a nation, the hope of millions, and the dreams of children chasing a plastic ball through narrow alleys. Do not measure our potential with numbers, because the spirit of this nation cannot be counted in rankings. And when the Garuda again spreads its wings on the world stage, it won't be because of logic, but because of love, conviction, and a faith that never dies.
But you forget, in our chest burns the red that thunders. We stand through the rain, through pain and fire. One word in the air, Indonesia. You say our dreams are far too but we live unifying hearts forevermore. Garuda needs no logic's name, just wait.